Welcome to our channel, where we're diving into the wonderful world of gardening. Today we're focusing on one of summer's favorite veggies, cucumbers. The first step to growing large, crunchy cucumbers is choosing the right variety. Each cucumber variety has its own unique traits. But if you're after big and crunchy fruits, Market More and Straight 8 are your best bets. These varieties are known for their large size and great crunch, making them a top choice for gardeners. Their fruits are not just big but also delicious, ideal for salads, pickling, or even for a refreshing snack straight from the garden. By opting for these varieties, you're setting yourself up for a successful harvest. Remember, the secret to growing big crunchy cucumbers starts with the seeds. Choose wisely to relish the crunchy and large cucumbers. Now, when it comes to planting, cucumbers love warm soil and plenty of sunlight. As heat-loving plants, they thrive when the soil temperature is around 70 degrees Fahrenheit. If you're in a cooler region, give them a head start indoors, or consider using black plastic mulch to warm up the soil. Speaking of soil, cucumbers favor a well-drained, fertile ground. Rich compost or well-rotted manure can work wonders to improve soil structure and nutrient content. A pH between 6 and 7 is ideal for these green delights. Sunlight is another key factor. A minimum of 6 hours of direct sunlight each day is what these sun worshippers crave. So be sure to choose a sunny spot for your cucumber patch. Spacing is crucial too. Whether you're planting seeds or transplanting seedlings, allow around a foot of space between each plant. This ensures that they have enough room to grow and helps to promote good air circulation, reducing the risk of disease. Finally, let's touch on vertical gardening. If you're short on space, don't worry. Cucumbers are natural climbers and love to sprawl upwards. Simply provide them with a sturdy trellis or fence, and they'll happily grow skywards, making efficient use of space and making harvesting a breeze. Remember, the right planting method can make a huge difference. With the correct conditions, your cucumbers will be off to a great start, setting the stage for a plentiful harvest of large, crunchy fruits. Happy planting! Once your cucumbers start growing, it's essential to keep them well watered, especially during hot summer days. The thirsty cucumber plants can't get enough of that H2O. But here's a little secret. Aim to water at the base of the plant to avoid getting the leaves wet. Why, you may ask? Well, wet leaves can be a breeding ground for diseases like powdery mildew, and we certainly don't want that spoiling our cucumber party. Now, as your cucumber family grows, you might spot some smaller, less developed cucumbers trying to make their way in the world. As tempting as it might be to let them grow, it's best to remove these little guys early on. This might seem a bit counterintuitive, but it's all for a good cause. By doing this, the plant can focus its energy on producing fewer but larger fruits. The result? Bigger, crunchier cucumbers that are sure to be the talk of your summer salads. And remember, cucumbers are a bit like divas. They love the spotlight, so make sure your cucumber plants are getting plenty of sunlight. A sunny spot in your garden is the perfect stage for these green stars. So let's recap. Water at the base, remove the small cucumbers early on, and let them soak up the sun. With these tips, you're well on your way to becoming a cucumber connoisseur. Proper care can ensure your cucumber plants thrive. So keep up the good work, and stay tuned for our next scene on harvesting your cucumbers. And finally, when it's time to harvest, look for cucumbers that are firm, bright green, and free from any yellowing. A ripe cucumber should feel heavy for its size, a clear sign that it's filled with refreshing, juicy goodness. Be sure to check your plants daily, as cucumbers can grow quickly, especially in the heat of summer. Now you might be wondering, why should I harvest regularly? Well, it's simple. Frequent harvesting encourages your plants to produce more fruit. Leave a cucumber on the vine too long and your plant might think, job done, and stop producing. To harvest, simply cut the stem above the fruit with a sharp knife or pruners. Avoid pulling or twisting the cucumber off, as this can damage the vine. And remember, cucumbers are best when eaten fresh, so gather up your harvest and head to the kitchen for a crunchy, refreshing treat. Harvesting at the right time is key to enjoying your cucumbers all season long. So there you have it, folks. Today, we've journeyed through the exciting world of growing cucumbers. Beginning with the choice of the right variety, remember to opt for types like Market More or Straight 8 if you're after large, crunchy cucumbers. These varieties are renowned for their big, tasty fruits that are versatile enough for salads, pickling, or just enjoying as a fresh snack from the garden. Next, we dived into planting techniques. Cucumbers thrive in warm soil, under plenty of sunlight. Plant them in soil that drains well and space them about 12 inches apart. If you're working with limited space, don't fret. Cucumbers are ideal for vertical gardening. Train them to climb up trellises or fences and you'll find they take up much less space than you'd expect. Caring for your cucumbers is key. Keep them well watered, especially during the heat of summer. Water at the base to prevent the leaves from getting wet and potentially developing diseases. And here's a tip straight from the pros. To encourage larger fruit, remove the smaller ones as they start to develop. This allows the plant to channel its energy into creating fewer but bigger fruits. When it's time to harvest, look for firm, bright green cucumbers without any yellowing. Regular harvesting encourages the plant to produce more fruit throughout the season. So, as we wrap up, remember that growing cucumbers isn't just about the end product. It's about the journey, the learning, and the joy of nurturing something from a seed into a plant that provides nourishing food for you and your family. Keep these tips in mind, and you'll be well on your way to enjoying an abundance of large, crunchy cucumbers all summer long. With the right variety, proper planting techniques, and a little bit of care, you can enjoy an abundance of large, crunchy cucumbers all summer long. Happy gardening. Happy.